How's it going, gamer? You got hands here, and today in Dauntless we're going over an awesome build for Pangars strikers. I have a DPS build and I have a max Iceborne build in this video, so stay tuned for both and the guide. Pangars weapons recently got an update to their unique effect, so what it does is it creates this frost brand that after it detonates it does damage, but if you destroy it before it detonates it does 50% more damage, so it's really cool. So I figured let's make a dope awesome build for this awesome strikers and let's see how this goes. And it surprised me, man. With Catalyst and the Assault Tonic you're dropping crazy stagger damage, and the Behemoth is just laying down the entire match, as you can see, for a 38-second kill. So turn on your system, grab your strikers, and let's get ready. We're about to get in this video right now, y'all. What is up, gamers? I'm super excited to show you this build. We got Pangars Punishers, and they recently did an update to its unique effect that once charged, your next attack places a frost band that deals 2,000 damage after 30 seconds. But you can destroy it and detonate it for 50% increased damage, and that is really fun. It's not something crazy game breaking, but it's new, so I figured why not I make a build for this as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw a Berserker cell in there. And remember, as I say with most of my videos, if you can't handle Berserker, definitely throw a Wild Frenzy, and that'll work as well. And for the defensive cell, we have many options. I chose Iceborne. In case you do get hit, you still take reduced damage, but you're not going to get that life health coming back to you. Tough is also a great one, because if you do use Berserker, it acts like it's not there because it increases your health back up. Sturdy is also very fun, because if you get hit during that cooldown, you won't fall down and you can continue doing your damage and combos. And we know how you always miss that 1 second where if you just got that last move off, you would have staggered the Behemoth. So Sturdy helps in that fashion. Remember, this cell is all up to you and what you like and what you prefer. Definitely, if you're fighting a fire Behemoth, use the different fireproof, or use whatever you want is what I'm getting at for this one. And as always with the special in the mod, always use Titan's Crash and Psychonic Strike Plate. Those are the best ones ever. For the headpiece that shrouds head, that has a rage, and we're going to put an overpower cell. For the chest, that's Torg's chest piece that has a knockout king, and we're going to put another overpower cell. And this is Malkarion's hands that has a predator, and we're going to put a predator cell in there. And this is Charog's legs that has a rage, and we're going to put a discipline cell. For the lantern, we're trying to maximize our damage, and we're using Drask's Eye, so make sure to try to save your insta-tap for when you're doing your clap so you can do some maximum great damage. And we're going to put a Catalyst cell in there just because that is what's really rocking right now. If you can't afford Catalyst or you don't have it, however, I shall say that there's a quest where you can earn Catalyst, so keep doing your quests and you'll definitely get that. You could definitely try to use an Etheric Frenzy or Attunement, but that's not really that great. You could use Conduit, but I would suggest not to use Conduit in a team atmosphere, because if someone has a +6, you're going to destroy their +6 with your 3. So only use Conduit in solos. Otherwise, there's not many other great options that you could definitely use for this. So I would use Zeal also, or Catalyst. For the tonics, definitely use Blitz, Frenzy, and Assault Tonic, especially if you're using Catalyst, because this build goes hard with Catalyst like crazy. So all in all, what we got going on is a +6 knockout king. That's 30% stagger damage. And after you dodge through an attack, that's 100% stagger damage. And that is nice. And because they will definitely be staggered with this crazy knockout king build, Overpower is going to give us 60% damage versus those staggered behemoths. And Predator is a 35% damage if you can avoid not to get hit. Rage is 25% damage all the time, and you see where this is going. Damage, damage, damage. Berserker, that's 20% damage if you can maintain doing it, so you don't want to lose that proc. Catalyst, we all know what that does. That increases the effectiveness of your tonics. So remember, if you don't have Catalyst, definitely use Zeal or something else that you do have. Discipline is keeping us at half health so we can properly utilize Rage, but it also gives us an increased critical strike chance. And then Iceborne, like I said, this is your defensive cell you can choose to use depending on what situation you're in. But Iceborne is still nice, even at +3, because it gives you a +15% decreased damage taken, and that's nice, especially when you're running a really low health build. Alright gamers, next is the Iceborne, the full Iceborne build. for these punishers, and it's really dope build, even just like the one before. It's got great damage, great attack speed, so let's hop into it. You're going to want to, of course, get Pangars punishers, and you're going to put a Wild Frenzy and an Iceborne cell, and of course Titan's Crash and Psychonic Strike Plate. For the headpiece, that's the same, and that's Shroud's head, and we're going to put a Discipline cell. For the chest piece, that's Shroud's chest, and we're going to put a Knockout King cell in there. And for the arms, that's Torg's arms, that has an Overpower, and we're going to put another Overpower. And for the legs, that's Boreas's legs, that has an Iceborne, and we're going to put a Wild Frenzy. So this is a pretty nice build, just like the other one, just with max Iceborne. Same thing with the lantern, it's Drask's, and we're going to put a Catalyst. If you don't have Catalyst, use Zeal or something else along those lines. And for your tonics, definitely use what you have, Blitz, Frenzy. If you feel that you need more health, you can try using the Life Drain tonic, you know, but I would highly suggest the Salt tonic as well. And all in all, what we got going for this build is a +6 Iceborne, a +6 Knockout King, Overpower, Rage, Wild Frenzy, and then there's our Catalyst and Discipline. So this right here is a really dope build regardless. It is really nice if you can't handle or don't like the previous high damage build. So I hope you enjoy these builds, and I hope you have as much fun as I did.